The two big things coming out of here in the international context, one is this new push on the dual circulation model, or the new sort of piece of propaganda or guiding principles that's being used to run the economy now. This is a focus back on the domestic economy. It's a focus on self-sufficiency, diversifying supply chains, and a bigger role for state-owned enterprises within China. What does this mean for foreigners investing in China? There is still an appetite to attract FDI, and there's a lot of reasons why China needs it, not least the large domestic debt levels, and also wanting to reduce exposure to US and other sanctions by getting their firms involved. They do need to attract capital, but they're going to be requiring foreign firms to be contributing towards some of these domestic goals. So I think foreign executives do need to sort of be more ostentatious about how they're contributing to the domestic rebuild if they want to get approval for FDI.
Right, fair enough. And just linking, in fact, just extending that theme out, Simon, something that struck me during President Xi's speech during the Shenzhen anniversary was about attracting global talent, aside of just opening up for investments. And do you think that would just pave the way for more opportunities in mainland China that could also contribute to productivity gains?
It's definitely a requirement if China wants to have more multinational firms with regional or sub-regional headquarters in China. But I think it's quite unlikely that China will open up the taps to large-scale immigration. It's likely to be quite targeted for executives of favoured companies who are doing particular investments within the country. I mean, globally, we are, of course, through COVID and beyond, are seeing a rollback of the movement of people internationally. And this is partly supply-driven because people don't want to move as much. And it's also demand-driven in the sense that governments are putting more restrictions on movement, but also companies are realising you no longer have to have as many functions in situ with customers than you thought you had to beforehand. So long term, I think there will be less of a demand for this. I don't see that being a game changer for China. Much more important would be FDI would be equal treatment of foreign firms and local firms in the legal system, which is probably not something that I expect to see coming. So China's investment attractiveness is going to continue to be driven by that big domestic market. People are in China for China now. It's not really a place you go to manufacture for export. You're there for the domestic market, which is too big to ignore despite all the challenges.